Not sure what to do? Well, you have stopped by the right place. Living Life Victoriously is your station for inspiration, encouragement, and refueling. Here we will discover together what it means to live a victorious life with your host, Victoria E. Henderson. I want you to know that you are not alone. So sit back, relax, just for a little while, and let's talk about it.
Good evening, everyone. Having a little trouble tonight getting my set up to stay where it needs to be. So, y'all, pardon me if you see if it's a little acting a little strange. Hang on one sec. Let me try to get myself together here. I thought I was together. Okay, I think that's a little better. Let me go ahead and share the live with a few folks who always like me to do that. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, I'm going to share it. Share the live. Share. Hold on. Let me get to where I can see some of the comments as well. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Nakayeta, how are you? How are you tonight, love? Please like and share. All right. Oh, okay, hold on. Today has been one of those days, but we're going to keep it going. I hope you've had a good day. All right, hang on. Let me get back to where I was. Again, just going to share it with a few folks, and then that is going to be it for tonight. Yes, and yes. Okay, just a few folks, and then that's it. If you're not watching, you can watch the replay, and there we go. All right, that's it. That is good evening, everyone. I'm glad you're okay, sweetheart. Good evening. I think I'm looking a little fuzzy here, but I'm not going to worry about it. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Living Life Victoriously. I also say it's Victory 2-4, Victory 2-4, because I am on the second and fourth Mondays of each month, and this is the second Monday of July, so here I am. I am your host, Victoria E. Henderson, and I am happy to be with you again this evening. My continuing mission is to be here and learn and share, as well as share how we can support each other in this journey called life, how we can live victoriously together. Thank you once again for being with me. Please share this live and know that there will be a replay, right here on ALH Broadcasting on this coming Saturday evening at 6 p.m. I am also live on ALH Broadcasting on Facebook and also on Living Life Victoriously, as well as ALH Broadcasting on YouTube. So we're just, trying to keep on expanding, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Naketa says she loves my shirt dress, and let me tell y'all all about this in a minute. As you know, I love butterflies. So tonight I'm going to share with you why I love butterflies. And then I found this beautiful butterfly outfit on Temu. And when I saw it, I said, it reminds me of the butterflies in my background. So this might be my Living Life Victoriously shirt with my butterflies, because I just love them so much. Hey, Prina, how are you tonight? My butterflies. So here we are. We are in July, guys, the 7th month of this year. I really can't believe that we are in July. We've just had the 4th, and today happens to be my sister Lori's birthday. So I'm not sure if she's on yet or she's going to come on, but y'all say happy birthday to Lori in the comments. Lori, I love you dearly. Could not ask for a better sister, and I pray that you have had a good day. Also, hey, Serena, my cousin Serena is on, and I saw Sabrina put some hearts up there. Love you all. Thank you guys for coming on. And I hope that you will again share this broadcast, because I have some information for you. We are going to go back to science class a little bit to talk about the butterfly, but I thought that was really important that somebody besides myself needed to hear this. Also, on this coming Wednesday, July 10th, is my other bestie's birthday. Her name is Baguetta Lyles. Her birthday is on the 10th. We have been rolling with each other since I moved here in 1988. Okay. And that is a lot of memories, tears, and laughter for sure. And I love you, Get May. I'm not sure if she's going to be watching, but happy birthday in advance. And Sabrina just had a birthday. Sabrina had a birthday the end of June. So we got these June, July folks coming up. And you know what? Mine is in August. Vicky turns 60. Yes, yes. So all these summer babies. And later on this week, I'm going to be traveling to Florida to share in the 60th birthday celebration for my dear, darling friend. Her name is Desi Moore. We have been sister friends since she came to elementary school. That the school we attended, she came in fifth grade. Y'all, that is over 40 years ago. Wow, right? My. All I can say is truly thank God for these years. How many of you can say that you really have a friend that you've known someone for that long? Now, some of my friends that I've known them since birth, right? And Sabrina, I met Sabrina in 1982. I was 18. So I'm turning 60. So y'all count. Y'all count. I can't count how many years that is, but that's a lot of years. And all I can say is to God be the glory for friendships that sustain, for the love that endures. And let me tell you about Sabrina. This was not on the program, but I'm gonna tell you about Sabrina. Sabrina, I had a situation, and I'll be honest, I had domestic violence happen, and my husband at the time had hit me, and I was very devastated. And Sabrina lived in Atlanta. I live in North Carolina, and she may not even remember it. But once I told her that it happened and how devastated I was, I had left him, went back home with my parents. Sabrina would call me every day, and she said, "I don't want nothing. You don't have to talk if you don't want to. I just want to tell you that I love you." And it brings tears to my eyes even now to think about that, because she said, "I just want to hear your voice. I just want to know that you are right. I love you, girl. I'll talk to you tomorrow." And I don't know, she did it for maybe 2 months straight, maybe even three. All she wanted to do was say, "I love you." She didn't have the words to say, because this had never happened to, I don't think, her or to me. And she didn't really know what to say, but she let me know that she loved me. She said she doesn't remember that, y'all. I don't remember that. Well, she called me every day. And I pick up my phone and say, "Hey, girl, you all right today?" "Yeah, I'm all right. I just wanted to say I love you." And she did that every day. So it let me know that I was loved. And I needed that then. And so she says she doesn't remember it, but I know that it happened. She did it. And to this day, Sabrina could say she needed something and she gonna get it because of the love that she showed me. She recently, a couple months ago, came through town, and she was not even coming this way, but she breezed through. She said, "I could not be that far and not see you." And she literally came to my job. We stayed outside talking for a few minutes, snapped a couple of pictures, and she was on her way, to where she had to go. Those are just precious, precious memories. And those are the things that will endure, guys. I got off topic a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. So this show tonight is dedicated to, I'm going to say, Sabrina, Lori, Baguetta, and Desi. Happy birthday, ladies. I pray that God will continue to bless you with many, many more years. And I pray that those of you who may not have those kind of friendships, that you will be that kind of friend to somebody. Excuse me, one moment. Good evening, Paula. And Pre says, "Amen. Thank you, Jesus." I love you too, girl, so very much, more than you ever know, more than I could ever say on one night's program. But tonight, I want to also encourage myself as I encourage you. I have to admit that I have not been feeling well the last couple of days. I've been having some back issues. And it has been overwhelming. I don't know if any of you live with chronic pain, but God gave me some things to encourage myself with, and I want to encourage you tonight with them as well. So tonight may be a little bit more about me than it might normally be, but I know that this is going to help somebody. So when last month I had a guest, her name was Angela Oliphant, and I mentioned to her that I loved butterflies as much as she did. And so tonight I want to tell you why I love butterflies so much. I have always admired the life cycle of the butterfly. So we're going to get just a little bit of a science lesson because I googled y'all. Google is my best friend, y'all. And I found a I don't know if you could see it very well, but it's the life cycle of the butterfly. And it goes from an egg um to the caterpillar to living in the little cocoon, then it emerges as a butterfly. And so I'll try to post this a little bit on my page too, so you can see it. It starts out as an egg. So let me go to I didn't pay attention quite when I was in school, in my science class, so I had to Google this. The lifestyle cycle starts with the adult female butterfly who will lay a cluster of small round eggs on a plant. And that becomes and on the plants. And the plants become food for the tiny little worm-like caterpillars that hatch 4 to 6 days after they are laid. Now, in the second stage of the caterpillar is the larval stage. And it's during this stage when the caterpillar will emerge from the egg. And it's also called the feeding stage because at this stage, a caterpillar has only one job to do, and that is eat. Like I had to say, yes, you can see it. Okay, good, good, good. Let me show it again. That's the life cycle of the caterpillar. From the egg to the little caterpillar, to the larva, and then the beautiful butterfly. Okay, so their third stage is the pupa stage, and that's I don't know if you ever seen a little cocoon that the butterfly is in, and it's during this stage that the after the caterpillar will attain its a full grown size. It stops eating and it enters this chrysalis. It makes this chrysalis for the pupal stage. And the last stage is an adult. You can see the butterfly will be in this cocoon. And it's in this stage that the adult butterfly or it opens and it comes out. The adult butterfly has long antenna, the long legs, and the compound eyes. When it first emerges from the chrysalis, it has long, colorful wings, and the wings are damp, soft, and are folded against the body. The butterfly will rest and it waits for the wings to dry. And once the wings dry, the butterfly takes off in search of nectar producing flowers. And then the adult females fly from one place to another, and the cycle will start all over again. And it's so beautiful. Well, one thing about the butterfly that got to me is in this last stage, is just very, very crucial. Hang on a sec. I want to make sure I get to my notes. And not all the larvae or the caterpillars will turn into adult butterflies because the immature larvae that's what they call the caterpillars. So sometimes you see the caterpillar crawling, but those are the ones that won't turn into butterflies. So they just stop at this stage. And so I thought of this story that I had heard about this little boy. And that this little boy brought a dead butterfly to his father. And the dad asked him, where did he get it? So the little boy said, I got it out in the backyard. I saw the cocoon and I saw that it looked like I could see the butterfly struggling, and I opened it up and let the butterfly out. But once the butterfly got out, it died. And do you know why? And this is the beauty of the story. Paula says, the story of the butterfly really inspires me, and it does me too. And let me tell you why. I had to Google this part. So this is not from a specific website, but it's just from me just Googling, why does the butterfly struggle? Well, the butterfly struggles to emerge from the cocoon for a number of reasons that are critical to their development. Number one is strength. The struggle of the butterfly trying to get out on its own builds strength in the wings, which it needs to fly. Without this particular strength, the butterfly will likely die quickly. And that's what happened when the little boy um, took the butterfly to his father, and his father had to explain to him why the butterfly needed to go through that struggle. And it really wasn't a help to help him. Come on, somebody. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it with me? Now, the blood is the second thing that's critical. During this stage, when the butterfly is in the cocoon and is struggling, the struggle fills the butterfly's wings with blood, which allows them to spread and dry. Without the blood, the butterfly's wings will remain wet and undeveloped, causing it to not be able to fly. All right. Nikki says yes, and Paula says I am feeling it. I'm feeling it too, y'all. The struggle that the butterfly goes through helps the butterfly form correctly. Without the wriggling and the squeezing and the exhaustion, the butterfly may not develop properly. So I'm sure the dad told this to this butterfly. Helping a butterfly out of its cocoon can prevent it from never flying. Instead, it's important to let the butterfly go through the struggle on its own. This can be a valuable lesson to us that struggles can help us grow and develop, and that we can look back on our difficult moments as positive experiences. You see, the struggle to open the cocoon is what builds the strength in the wings. Without the struggles, the emerging new butterfly lacks the strength to fly and the ability to embark on the new journey in the world. Without this self-sustaining strength, she will perish quickly. Again, she just needs to do it by herself. And when I was writing this today, it just hit me all over again. It just hit me all over again. So I had this point to ponder about this butterfly. This is my writing now. That I got off the internet, but this is Victoria. God gave it to Victoria today. A point to ponder. At this stage, at each stage of the butterfly's cycle, from the egg to being the larva to being a caterpillar, and then going through in the cocoon, emerging as a butterfly. At each stage, the insect is completely different from the previous stage, right? It's just totally different from the egg all the way up to the flying butterfly. It's completely different at each stage of that process. And as I reflected on my life, I came to understand that I'm not the same person that I used to be. I am not the same girl I was when I met my friend Desi at 10 years old. At my core, I am, yes, yes. But my life experiences have changed me and shaped me into who I am today. And who I am, whether I'm hurting, days I'm feeling good, days I'm not feeling good, I am still God's beautiful creation to be used for His glory. I am not even the same person that I was 10 years ago. As I've gotten older, there are more aches and pains, and some days are just not fun. But I have learned that as I wake each day, I must embrace the beauty of that day and ask myself what I can do today to be a better person than I was yesterday. This butterfly right here, I am just determined to be all that God wants me to be. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, said. Yes, Lord. Yes, you are. Thank you. Y'all gonna make me cry. And it's okay because I'm 2 seconds from that anyway. So you see why I love the butterfly? The next time you see one, I know you can think about it a little different too. You just stop and watch it as it flies. It is so beautiful, but you don't know the struggle behind. Well, you do now, right? But now you know some more of the struggle about what happens to that butterfly. And that's like each of us. We are all beautiful in our own way. You have gone through something. You, Nakayeta, you, Paula, you, Prina, you, Serena. We all have gone through different things, and our process is different. You may not have the aches and pains that I do. I might not have the hurts and the heartaches that you do. But that process, your process and my process, has made us into the beautiful people that we are today. And it is through our struggles that we develop the strength, tenacity, and the fortitude to keep going, to keep moving forward towards our goals, knowing that what we see today is not the end. I am so encouraged by that. That what I see today, like with that butterfly, when that egg, there's that little bitty teeny egg emerge into this beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And this one, two different butterflies, different struggles, right? But just as beautiful. We are all beautiful. We all have things that we have gone through, and these struggles, I believe, are not just for ourselves, they're to help somebody else. Hold that thought, y'all. Hold that thought. Hold, please. So, like Prina, she said she don't even remember that. And that's a good thing, I think, is to not remember sometimes the good that you do, because we don't ever want to get a puffed up head about anything that we've done, but we just want to be used for God's glory. God used Prina to help me to know that somebody loved me, that the treatment I was receiving was not what I deserved, and that I didn't have to take it, but that all she said was, I love you. I think those are the three most powerful words in the world to say, I love you. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Appreciate. Sorry about that. But just remember once again about your struggles are there to help somebody else. And I'm hoping that I am able to help somebody today with that story about the butterfly. Uh oh. Uh oh. All right, y'all. Okay, I missed I hit the button and my let me move some of these papers out the way. So, life cycle of the butterfly. That's why I love the butterfly. Did any of you know that? Did y'all know this about the butterfly struggle? Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. All right. And lastly, for tonight, I want to share something with you. I don't know if you have heard of that show called The Challenge. I am addicted to watching The Challenge. And The Challenge is it's a show, it's been on for over 30 something years, I think. Well over 30. And it started with Real World. I don't know if you heard of Real World, or it's on MTV, Real World and Road Rules. And they came together and started like a competition between the two shows. And no, I'm sorry, guys. And you could do these they do these competitions with each other. And then, like I said, the show has been on over 30 years, and it has developed into a serious franchise on MTV. The contestants, they face all kind of challenges, and now on I have my Amazon TV. There's just a channel just for the challenge. I will just put that on and just watch it. All this other stuff I can watch, but I love watching the challenges because I love victory stories. And Serena says, yes, you've been teaching about that butterfly for years. Good, 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 good. And the contestant, they face all these different kind of challenges, and they compete for cash and prizes. They may have to eat the nastiest food. Gross. And they sometimes they have to answer trivia questions, and if not, then they'll get dunked into the ocean or the river. And they may have balancing challenges where they'll have to go jump, sometimes jump off these tall buildings, and this goes on. Whatever they can think of to do, they challenge them. And then this goes on and on until they have a final. And at the final, it is for a certain amount of money, and who can be the champion of that particular season. So I just watch it all the time. If you check it out. But anyway, there's a point where some of the competitors will go one on one for an elimination, and they'll see who is eliminated after the challenges, and who can go and who can stay to keep going in the challenge. Well, this episode I saw Saturday night. It called for the contestants to drag a heavy object from one side of the arena to the other. In fact, it was three heavy objects. And this one girl, it was very clear that she was going to win. She moved her three objects. I mean, she was just pulling and pulling. The other girl who she was going against, she couldn't get, it was like a hook. Let's say it had a hook, like, like the edge of this paper clip. She couldn't get her hook onto the heavy object with the chain so she could pull it. So by the time she just couldn't get it. So the first girl, she won, and she was the clear winner. She got hers over there, and she rang the bell. But as everyone was clapping for her, she looked and she saw that her other contestant was just crying, just her head to the head. She had never been able to move not one object at all, not at all. She was so frustrated that she was still just sitting there, just crying with her head down. Well, the winner, she looked at her and she ran over to her and she says, "No, come on. We're going to get this one move, not on my watch. You're going to do at least one." And would you believe that the winner hooked the thing for her, and the two of them just pushed and pushed and pushed and pulled, and they got that one piece over to the other side. And then they just embrace each other. And I'm telling y'all, the tears just flowed. And everybody who was watching it, it was such a powerful moment. Even though girl number one was the winner, she didn't want girl two to go home feeling defeated or ashamed of her performance. And together they pulled on that thing till it got to the other side. I'm telling y'all, as tears fell from my eyes, I just told God, thank you. Thank you for all the people that helped me along the way. People who didn't want me to give up on myself, people who didn't give up and just pray for me and tell me that they love me. So that night, I determined to stop feeling sorry for myself, and that the pain that I was in, and I wanted to make it my business to keep pushing and keep helping somebody else. And so that's what tonight's show has been for me. Tonight's show is that push. And I pray that if you are listening and you're seeing this program tonight, I don't have a clue about what you're going through, about the things that God has been requiring of you to go through. I don't know. I don't know what it may be, but I do know, and I want you to know, that you are loved. You are worth more than what you think about yourself, and that someone is waiting for you once you're through your process to come on and help them out with their heavy load. And that's what living life victoriously, I think, is all about. Just living in such a way that we could just keep on helping each other. There was a song, "We Are Climbing Jacob's Ladder," right? Every rung goes higher and higher. So tonight, y'all, I'm tired. My back still hurts. Still don't feel the greatest, but I feel good inside myself because I know that I'm sitting here doing what God asked me to do. And this butterfly is going to keep on flying until he tells me to do something else. And so that's just it for tonight. That's it. Go out. Remember to help somebody else. You are not in the struggle alone. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you are so very much worth it. So no matter what you're going through, no matter what somebody says that may make you feel bad, people may not understand what your vision is. Don't worry about that. God didn't give them the vision, that he gave it to you. So you keep on pushing. Serena, you keep teaching. Nakayeta, you just keep loving. Prina, you keep loving. All of you keep loving, and keep loving, because it is the love that's going to last and endure. I am not amazing. I'm not amazing, but thank you. I'm not amazing. I'm just doing what God tells me to do and what he gives me in this season. So, love tonight's show. Make sure you share it with somebody else. Replay is going to be on again on this coming Saturday. But guess what? This will always be here for you to come back to remember, and show somebody else. I guarantee you, maybe tomorrow, to the next day, the day after, somebody's going to say something to you and go, oh, you got to hear my cousin's show, because she just talked just about this. You are loved. You are a beautiful butterfly. You tell somebody about it. All right. Listen, thanks again for being with me tonight. I'm not going to belabor it tonight. I'm going to stay on long. If you have any questions or comments, you have a victory story that you want to share, you want to possibly be a guest on the show, send an email to livinglifevictoriously1@gmail.com. Again, I'll be right here on the 4th Monday of this month. And remember to live your life out loud and live victoriously. I'm going to see you soon. All right, let me get back over here and cue the outro, please. Good night. I love you all.
I pray something you heard on today's show has helped you and has given you the encouragement to keep on pressing. Let me know your thoughts. You can send me an email at livinglifevictoriously1@gmail.com. Also, for more inspirational content, you could check out my blog called Still Waters over at wordpress.com. Walk in victory daily and join me the 2nd and 4th Mondays of each month. Remember, live life victoriously.